Have you ever wondered how some people manage to get rich without anyone noticing? No flaunting, no drawing attention, while the world around them has no idea. Today, I'm going to reveal 10 simple yet powerful hacks that show exactly how you can do the same. These hacks aren't about luck or magic formulas. They're strategies used by the silent wealthy, people who prefer to build fortunes away from the spotlight, living with freedom and security without anyone suspecting. And you know who understood this better than anyone? Warren Buffett. He revealed that many of his richest friends follow these simple rules to grow financially while staying under the radar. Every hack you'll see here is a key piece of a bigger plan, but here's the secret. The last hack is the most important of all. Without it, everything else loses its impact. So stay with me until the end, because this information could change how you view money and freedom forever. Let's dive into the 10 hacks, starting with Hack 10, the golden rule they never share. Have you noticed how many people seem to always be chasing money but never get anywhere? Meanwhile, others appear to live calmly, as if they've discovered a secret no one talks about. And you know what's curious? These silent wealthy follow a rule so simple it almost sounds silly. Spend less than you earn and invest the difference. Most people spend everything they earn, sometimes even more. They want the new car, the perfect trip, the trendy clothes. Meanwhile, the true millionaires are putting their money to work for them. They invest in index funds like the S&P 500, income-generating real estate, or even small businesses that grow quietly. You might not see it, but their wealth is there, growing silently. Want to know how to apply this to your life? It's simple. As soon as money hits your account, set aside a portion before spending. It doesn't matter if it's 10%, 5%, or even 1%. The secret is to start. Today, there are tools that make this easy, like automatic investment apps, or even a scheduled transfer to an investment account. The key is not to let the money sit idle, because it can do much more for you when it's working. Now think with me. How would your life look if you never had to worry about bills at the end of the month again? Imagine living without debt, without feeling the need to impress anyone, simply enjoying the peace of knowing your future is secure. That's what this rule delivers: peace and freedom. But hold on, this is just the beginning. The real secret lies in how you can make your money grow automatically, effortlessly, like an invisible machine working in your favor. Want to know how this powerful hack works? Let's move on to the next. Hack 9. The invisible trick that makes your money grow by itself. Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try to save, the money seems to disappear before the end of the month? Well, the problem isn't how much you earn, but what you do with what's left or should be left. The silent wealthy master a game-changing trick. They put their money on autopilot. Here's how it works. Before you even think about spending, part of your money has already been directed into investments. It doesn't matter if it's $50 or $500. The secret is consistency. Set up automatic transfers to an investment account, like an IRA, 401k, or even a simple index fund. And yes, the hard work here is just setting it up once. After that, the system takes care of the rest. Think about this. Imagine opening your bank account a year from now and realizing you've accumulated thousands of dollars without even noticing. That's the power of financial automation. It's like planting invisible seeds that over time grow into a forest of financial stability. And there's more. Automating your finances also reduces stress and the temptation to spend. When the money is set aside before it reaches you, those tough decisions, spend or save, are already made. You'll have more energy to focus on what truly matters. Now you might be wondering, but what do I do with this money I'm saving? Don't worry, because the next hack will teach you how to turn those savings into powerful assets that generate income for you. Stay tuned. Hack 8. How to use extra income to accelerate your wealth. How often have you received extra money and thought, I deserve to treat myself? It could be a work bonus, a tax refund, or even an unexpected prize. Let me tell you, the silent wealthy do the exact opposite. Instead of spending, they turn these unexpected gains into levers to grow their wealth. Here's how it works. When you receive an unusual amount, don't think about how to spend it, but how it can work for you. Say you get a $3,000 bonus, you could buy a new gadget or invest in an index fund with an average return of 8% per year. What happens in 10 years? That money could grow to nearly $6,500 without you doing anything but letting it sit invested. And if you're in debt, this is also a golden opportunity. Use these amounts to pay them off, starting with the ones with the highest interest rates, like credit cards. Each debt paid off is like a weight lifted off your shoulders and a chance to free up room in your budget to invest more in the future. The silent wealthy understand that every extra dollar is an opportunity to change the game. That's why they see these gains as key pieces of a bigger strategy, not spending money. It's a small mindset shift that brings massive results. Now that you know how to make the most of every unexpected gain, it's time to dive into an even more powerful strategy, avoiding the consumption traps that sabotage even the best financial plans. Let's move on to the next hack. Hack 7. The silent wealth formula, invisible income streams. Have you ever heard the saying, never put all your eggs in one basket? It makes perfect sense when it comes to money. The silent wealthy understand that relying on just one income source is too risky. That's why they create multiple income streams, both small and large, that work together as a financial safety net. Think about it. What if you could receive a little extra money every month besides your salary? It could be income from a rental property, dividends from stocks, an online business, or even royalties from something you created. These additional incomes don't need to be huge at first, but over time, they become pillars that maintain your stability, even if one of them fails. Want a practical example? Let's say you have a hobby, like photography or writing. Why not turn that into an extra income stream? Platforms like Etsy, Fiverr, or even Airbnb offer opportunities to turn your skills or assets into money. Or, if you prefer something more passive, start investing in REITs or dividend-paying stocks. What makes this strategy so powerful is that it gives you freedom. You're not stuck fearing job loss or depending on a single paycheck at the end of the month. And the more these sources grow, the more they become a driving force toward your financial independence. Here's the next step: knowing where to put this money to further accelerate your journey toward financial freedom. Want to learn how to maximize every dollar and protect your wealth? The next hack will show you how. Hack 6. Avoid the silent mistake that traps 90% of people. You know that moment when you finally get a raise and suddenly your expenses go up too? You upgrade your car, take more trips, buy that bigger TV. It seems normal, right? But this is the trap that keeps 90% of people stuck in the rat race: lifestyle inflation. The silent wealthy, on the other hand, avoid it like the plague. Here's the secret. Every time your income increases, keep your expenses at the same level. Yes, it's tempting to spend more, but resist. Take that difference and direct it toward investments. If you earn $5,000 and save $500 a month, imagine doubling that to $1,000 with a raise. In 10 years, with an average return of 8%, you'd have over $180,000 invested, and that's without changing your current lifestyle. The trick is to create an ever-widening gap between what you earn and what you spend. It's like increasing the profit margin of a business, except the business is your life. Use financial management apps like Mint or YNAB to track your spending and ensure it's not spiraling out of control. And you know what's even better? This habit not only speeds up your wealth accumulation, but also keeps you focused on what truly matters. It's not about amassing goods to impress others, but about building a life that gives you freedom. Now that you know how to avoid this trap, it's time to learn how to protect your money with smart strategies that ensure it keeps growing. Ready to discover the silent wealthy's tax trick? Let's move to the next hack. Hack 5. The rule of silence. Protect your wealth from the world. Have you noticed that when people start talking too much about money, expectations, judgments, and even requests for help seem to come out of nowhere? That's why the silent wealthy follow an unbreakable rule. The less you talk about your wealth, the better. The secret lies in discretion. Talking too much about financial gains attracts unnecessary attention, and with it come demands, opinions, and even people looking to take advantage. Discreet millionaires know that by keeping their plans and achievements to themselves, they avoid distractions and protect their peace. After all, your wealth should be a source of freedom, not problems. Be honest. How many times have you felt the need to justify your financial choices because someone found out about a raise or a successful investment? That pressure disappears when you adopt strategic silence. Keep what you're doing to yourself. No one needs to know about the fund you bought or the property you acquired. Of course, this doesn't mean you should isolate yourself. Talk about finances, but only with trusted people or experts who can truly add value. The rule is simple. Share your goals with those aligned with your objectives, not with the curious or critical onlookers. Now that you know how silence can be your best ally, it's time to learn how to turn unexpected gains into tools that accelerate your journey to financial freedom. Ready for the next hack? Hack 4. The hidden power that turns pennies into millions. Did you know there's a financial force so powerful that Albert Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world? We're talking about compound interest, the secret the silent wealthy use to turn small amounts into true fortunes. And the best part is, it requires almost no effort. Here's how it works. When you invest money, it starts to grow not only on the initial amount, but also on the accumulated gains. It's like a snowball that gets bigger as it rolls downhill. For example, if you invest $100 a month, with an average return of 8%, in 30 years, you'll have over $150,000. Now imagine starting with $500 a month. We're talking about over $750,000. It might seem magical, but it's pure math. The secret to harnessing compound interest is starting early and staying consistent. The more time you give your money to grow, the greater the effect. Not sure where to begin? Try investing in index funds like the S&P 500 or using retirement accounts with tax advantages like an IRA or 401k. Small steps lead to big results. And there's more. This power is accessible to anyone, regardless of income. It doesn't matter if you're starting with $50 or $5,000. The important thing is to start. Every penny invested today is a brick in building your financial independence tomorrow. But be careful. Knowing how to multiply money is only part of the equation. The next hack will teach you how to avoid mistakes that can destroy all the progress you've made so far. Want to learn how to keep your financial trajectory on track? Let's move to the next. Hack 3. The secret to smart purchases the wealthy never reveal. Have you ever stopped to think about the difference between something that makes you richer and something that just drains your money? This is the big insight of the silent wealthy. They know how to distinguish between assets and liabilities and always prioritize assets. While most people buy things that lose value, like cars or electronics, they invest in items that make their money work for them. Think about it. A rental property is an asset because it puts money in your pocket every month. Now, a luxury car, as tempting as it is, it only drains money with maintenance, insurance, and depreciation. The wealthy know this and make conscious choices. They don't live without comfort, but they align their decisions with what truly increases their wealth. Want a practical example? If you're thinking of making a big purchase, ask yourself, will this bring me any return in the future? If the answer is yes, go for it. If not, reconsider. Instead of spending $5,000 on an expensive gadget that will lose value, how about investing that amount in dividend-paying stocks or REITs? These options not only preserve your money, but make it grow. It's like a game. Every purchase you make is a move on the board. Choose the right moves, and over time, you'll see your wealth grow, while those around you keep chasing money. And the best part, all of this without giving up comfort or quality of life. Now that you understand the importance of prioritizing assets, it's time to explore the true engine of wealth, how to create a system where money works on its own and never stops. The next hack is about that. Ready? Hack 2. The invisible trick that makes your money grow by itself. Have you ever wished your money could grow while you're busy with other things? The silent wealthy don't just wish for it, they make it happen. The secret is creating a system where money grows on autopilot, effortlessly, seamlessly. Here's the trick. Before spending, you need to pay the most important person in your life, you. This means setting up automatic transfers to an investment or savings account as soon as the money hits your account. It could be as small as $50 a month, but the secret is consistency. It's like an invisible clock working for you every day without you even noticing. Why is this so powerful? Because it eliminates the "I'll do it later" excuse. Automation removes the temptation to spend and ensures you're always building a solid financial future. Want a practical example? Use platforms like Fidelity or Vanguard to create an automated investment account, or even simple apps like Acorns that round up your spending and invest the difference. It's technology working for your freedom. Now, imagine looking at your account a year from now and seeing how this small habit has turned into something big. That's the power of an automatic system. While most people struggle to save, you're just letting the gears turn on their own. Hack 1. The key to silent success: consistency and patience. Let me share a secret. Building wealth isn't about luck, and it's definitely not about flashy strategies. It's about consistency. The silent wealthy know that the real power lies in doing the right things repeatedly, even when the results seem small at first. Think about it. You don't plant a tree today and harvest the fruit tomorrow. You plant, water, nurture, and wait for the right time. The same goes for your financial journey. It might be investing $50 a month, avoiding debt, or trimming unnecessary expenses. It doesn't seem like much initially, but over the years, the results are exponential. It's the famous snowball effect. And do you know what sets apart those who succeed from those who give up? Patience. Many start motivated but stop halfway because they don't see quick results. The silent wealthy understand that true wealth takes time. They play the long game, focusing on the process, not immediate outcomes. If you find it hard to maintain consistency, create small systems. Schedule a monthly reminder to review your investments, track your financial goals, or even celebrate small milestones along the way. All of this helps you stay on track and makes the process less tiring. Now that you know the 10 hacks to build wealth without drawing attention, it's your turn to act. Choose one hack to start today and transform the way you handle money. Financial freedom is within your reach. All you need to do is take the first step.